We spent a weekend drop testing and generally destroying devices and filmed it with a camera capable of over 18,000 frames per second. We learned a lot about the factors that create a broken screen, and some aren't as obvious as expected. I'm Gary and this is uBreakiFix Learn. There are several factors, other than the phone design, that influence impact damage in shattered screens. The first and most obvious is drop height. Impact force is proportional to the square root of the drop height. You can see this correlation in the impact force diagram. Simply put, the higher the drop height, the larger the impact force, the more likely the phone is to break. But it didn't take 18,000 frames per second and 24 broken devices to realize that drop height made a difference. The second driving factor is drop orientation. You need to create surface tension stress to break glass. The best way to do this is to contact the glass directly or to bend it. Most devices are surprisingly resistant to edge and corner impact since the glass is never contacted directly. We dropped an iPhone 6 on the corner from over 12 feet and the glass remained intact. That's surprising for a phone that is broken from just 3 feet in previous drop tests. The best way to damage glass is in a face-down drop, but it's not a perfectly flat drop that causes the most damage. It's that slightly off-angled one. This is because of what we call the slap effect. When impacting at a slight angle, one side of the phone hits first, and the phone begins rotating around its center of gravity. This rotation creates an impact velocity of over twice that of the falling speed. As we saw from the previous equation, impact velocity plays a big role in impact force and the resulting damage. The last major factor we found is glass quality. Glass is only as strong as its flaws, and these flaws often take the form of scratches and chips through normal wear and tear. But this can also be tied to the impact surface. When dropping a device face down on a rough surface, such as concrete, the impact surface can create the necessary flaw to serve as a stress concentrator, and milliseconds later, the crack origin. To demonstrate the effect on surface and glass quality, we dropped several untouched phones face down onto a pristine glass surface from over 6 feet. This height nearly always breaks the surface glass on concrete. It wasn't until we dropped a scratch display that we succeeded in breaking one. The obvious takeaway is to cover every floor in your home with glass. It will result in far fewer shattered displays. Okay, not really, but maybe invest in a screen protector. Thanks for watching.